When the covert narcissistic parent becomes just as overtly abusive as the other parent towards the scapegoat while still playing the victim behind closed doors. And this goes beyond the covert parent simply using the scapegoat's pain to gain sympathy or be the bigger victim, like I talked about in the original video. This is a lot darker and more insidious. My family was 3 parents and a scapegoat and a golden child sibling. My overt parent was enmeshed with the covert grandparent who really was in control of all. She was communal, she babysat, she was generous, she was at every game and recital, but behind closed doors, manipulative and ruthless. When I finally exposed her abuse, I was about 6 years old, to my covert parent, and she'd been physically abusive, something that both my parents forbade. He confronted her, and she didn't deny it, but instead of backing down, she flipped the script. Doubled down, made him out to be an unfit parent, literally emasculated him, and used that golden child enmeshment to regain control. The result? He got manipulated. He didn't hold her accountable or blame her. He decided that my reaction was the issue and the scapegoating intensified. And because I dared to expose my covert grandparent, I became an even bigger target. I was now being double scapegoated overtly, but what was covertly happening is my grandparent was sabotaging any chance of help or a relationship with my third parent, the enabling parent. The lost child type survived by disappearing, conflict averse, but here's the really insidious part of this. To ensure that my covert grandparent made sure that there was a wedge between us, she maintained control by weaponizing my enabling parent's wounds. I am in charge. I know what I'm talking about. I was a nurse and an early childhood educator. Besides, you're always disappearing and daydreaming anyways. And even though it wasn't malicious, children don't understand intent, they only understand experience. And my experience was abandonment because all of a sudden, this third parent that could keep me safe is gone. They've vanished. And that is the triple threat. The overt's harder on me now, the covert's even harder, the enabling parent is nowhere to be found, and the grandparent is weaponizing everyone's wounds at every turn to maintain control. And on top of all of this, the cruel irony was my covert grandparent still figured out a way to play the victim. If I did speak up, she could either turn it into proof that I was the problem, or more often that I was disrespectful and ungrateful, because remember, she was communal. So with all that generosity and paying for so many things, it looked like I didn't appreciate her, and she could say, "After all I've done for you." This is what can happen if the covert shifts to overt, usually after some kind of exposure, I'd think, but keeps that victim costume on. You're dealing with overt aggression, covert manipulation, and silence, all crashing down on one kid. And as a scapegoat, anytime you do try to speak up, you're not believed. You're the bad one. It's the deepest kind of emotional annihilation. It's why so many of us end up with complex PTSD, disorganized attachment, or a structural dissociative disorder like myself. But hey, please don't think that it's hopeless to heal from all of this, because it's not. I'm living proof. Through EMDR, DBT, IFS, inner child work, and reparenting, I'm slowly reclaiming those parts of myself that were lost. This journey, these stories, and the healing, that's a big part of what my book, or I guess now there's 3, is about. The trauma, the transformation, the integration. So did any of you out there grow up in a triple threat dynamic like this or a variation? Let us know in the comments.